All right, guys, good morning. Lorenzo Generation YouTube channel again. On our last video, we are talking about TechStop. And one of our viewers actually asked a question about TechStop, the things to consider before doing a TechStop. So we roughly just did a video which was not complete. Now we're going to take our time to explain from beginning to the end what a TechStop means, especially for lay people who will be watching this video. I will start with what is a TechStop. Usually a TechStop, we'll call it a technical fuel stop, is like a plan to stop in between destinations if it's not possible for your type of aircraft or aircraft of choice to do a direct flight from point A to point B. For instance, an aircraft that is going from Lagos to Paris is an aircraft that does not have the range, enough range or endurance. Endurance, I mean fuel, that's how much fuel it can burn. If, for instance, the endurance of Embraer Phenom is about 4 hours and Lagos to Paris is about 7 hours, that means Embraer Phenom cannot fly direct to Paris, but it's going to fly and stop in between destination, take fuel, and then continue to Paris. So that is what TechStop is. You are flying to a particular destination which is further than what your aircraft can actually do, the capability of your aircraft. But you are planning for an in-between destination where you can stop, take fuel, and continue. Now, before considering a TechStop destination, there are a couple of things you need to check. Like one of our videos when we mentioned pavement classification, you need to check the performance and capability of that airport. You need to check fuel availability. You need to check airport operating hours. That will help you determine whether it's a suitable airport for your TechStop. Because, of course, the reason why you're TechStopping is to take fuel and continue. So usually TechStop takes between 30 minutes to 1 hour, depending on how fast your handlers in your TechStop station can come up with their services. So what you do, for instance, let me use Lagos to Paris as a case study, and let me use Embraer Phenom as a case study. Let's say Embraer Phenom, or maybe let me say a Hawker can take 4 hours flight, 4 hours fuel. If you can take 4 hours fuel, Lagos to Paris is about maybe more than 4 hours. So in a TechStop scenario, you are going to take fuel for just enough for you to stop in your first destination and then take necessary amount of fuel to continue to the next destination. In some cases, TechStop can be for more than one intermediate airport or airport in between your destination. Yes, maybe for a new aircraft that you are ferrying from point of purchase to the point of the people that bought the aircraft for use, point of purchase to point of use, you can decide to get a couple of TechStop. Like if you're talking about Embraer aircraft, most of them are produced in Brazil, and some of them will fly all the way from Brasilia, maybe to Recife. If it's coming to Africa, stop in Recife. Maybe it's coming down Southern Africa, you need to stop in another airport before you will now proceed to destination. Yes, it's an empty aircraft, but the capability of the aircraft might not allow you to fly from that point A to point B. Another very important information, while considering a TechStop, you should also do calculation to make sure that you are not exceeding your maximum takeoff weight. Because for a long haul flight, like I said in the other video, you are restricted by maximum takeoff weight. But for a short haul flight, you are limited or restricted by landing weight, because you're just going to fly for a couple of minutes and you just burn a little fuel, which is just the weight you're subtracting from your takeoff weight to get your landing weight. So this is for professional pilots, dispatchers. While considering a destination for TechStop, you have to make sure that it meets the operational requirements of your aircraft. You need to make sure that it has available facilities that will be required for handlers to take care of your aircraft and crew. You need to make sure, of course, there's fuel. Yes, there's fuel. You need to also check the airport operating hours. It's very, very important, because if you are flying into a base when the airport is closed or when the airport is not operational, it's not good. So these are the things you are going to consider. So I believe some of us now have an idea of what a tech stop is. I will just summarize again. A tech stop is required when you're moving from point A to point B, but that your aircraft or the aircraft in question does not have the capability to do that direct flight from point A to point B just because of its capability. Aircraft is designed for what you want it to do. They are long-haul aircraft, they are short-haul aircraft, they are medium-range aircraft. So if your aircraft cannot do a long haul and you want to use it for a long haul flight, you must do a tech stop. Tech stop is then necessary. So please, when next you are considering a tech stop and a tech stop destination, please do your analysis very well to determine the performance, operational performance of the airport you are trying to choose for tech stop. Check the availability of fuel airport operating hours and other relevant information that will help you to plan safe and efficient flight operations. Thank you so much, and continue subscribing to Lorenzo YouTube channel. If this video helps, just drop a comment and tell us other areas you want us to go into. Thank you very much. Bye.